Hello there. I'm back again, and I want to talk a little bit about marriage and, that beautiful sacramental bond where we actually work out our salvation together, and maybe a few unexpected discoveries along the way, too, and getting to know our husband more, and getting, through navigating life together through all those bends in the road and all of those wonderful times of joy and bliss and all the challenges, everything that goes with a marriage, right? And in this book, my book, Divine Mercy in a Woman's Life, Milestones Along the Way, I have all these chapters of so many milestones for Catholic women. And it actually starts pre-born, and it goes all the way to eternal life in this book. But this particular chapter is on engagement, courtship, and marriage, and it's chapter 22. I'm just going to read a short excerpt. There's a little funny part to it, too. I think you might get a kick out of it. But the subtitle is Patience is Required. So here goes. When we enter into sacramental marital union with our husband, no matter how much in love we might be, we will begin to see his warts. Yes, you heard me. I said warts. And he, ours. The tension or irritation might come about because of your husband's bad habits. Or you may begin to notice something you didn't see before. As long as these things are just little idiosyncrasies and not serious problems, you will learn to work through them together. That said, these little things may seem huge as you try to work them out. Don't forget to pray. Pray a lot. That gets you through everything. Possibly much more important than working out our differences is what we learn about ourselves in the process. One time I wrote an article for Magnificat magazine. This was in June 2015. It was that issue. For the category, she pondered these things in her heart about marriage and family. And I decided to convey something very real, not just a romantic kind of love story. Real love doesn't translate to simple bliss or merely warm and fuzzy feelings. Sure, we enjoy those moments, but marriage overall requires work. And again, love sometimes hurts. We simply cannot rely solely on our feelings to forge ahead in our marriages. We will have to choose to love, to give, to surrender our hearts. So please don't get me wrong. We need to work at it. However, marital love is beautiful, amazing, and holy. I titled my piece Unexpected Discovery because I think that is what discovery often is, unexpected. We can discover something we never realized about ourselves or our spouses as we go through the daily grind, the nitty-gritty details of life where we truly are working out our salvation. We can decide to work on getting rid of a vice and work toward cultivating a particular virtue once we open our hearts to God's amazing grace. In my piece, I recalled what started out as a bit of a frustrating experience with my dear husband. I'll share it with you here because I think you might get a kick out of God's amazing humor and my unexpected discovery. Here goes. I used to think I was a patient person. That is until I married my husband. Joined in our sacramental covenant, I discovered something I might not have realized if my husband didn't possess his particular personality. St. John Paul II proclaimed, "Marriage is an act of the will that signifies and involves a mutual gift which unites the spouses and binds them in their eternal souls, with whom they make up a soul family, a domestic church." While navigating everyday household busyness, especially during challenges, we might forget that we reside in a domestic church and lose sight of our mutual gift. Pope Francis unambiguously states, there are always arguments in marriages, and sometimes plates are thrown. Feeling annoyed with my husband's teasing, I once reached out for something nearby to pretend I would hit him. It was a plaque inscribed, "Love is patient, love is kind." I smiled. Pope Francis reminds us love is stronger than the moments in which we argue. I'm wholeheartedly convinced that God provides countless opportunities to ask for His grace, to respond in love to the struggles and joys of home life. Marriage and raising children is a vocation of love and discovery in which we work out our salvation through practicing the virtues, and even heroic ones. Our responses, which don't include clobbering, undeniably aid our loved ones in getting to heaven. And that's the end of the piece that was in Magnificat magazine. And then I go on to say here, so while you might feel like clobbering your husband at times, the key thing is that you don't. Turn to God in prayer, get a hold of your feelings, and be sure to communicate it to your husband. Letting things fester will only make matters worse. And it goes on quite a bit more in this chapter, and there's many more sections. But I'm gonna end it right there. I just wanted to share that little bit with you and give you something to think about. I hope you enjoyed that kind of funny story, funny but very real. And I think we often discover things about ourselves as we're working out our salvation, as we're working out our relationships, as we're working within our marriage. You know, we might realize certain things that maybe we could work on in our own selves with the help of God, with God's grace, right? And with Lent, you know, here, just beginning, we've got some things to think about. What will we work on? And a lot of times Lent unfolds in ways we never could have imagined. I'm going to talk about that soon. I'll come back with another visit. I want to share something with you about a real incredible Lenten experience that I had. But for now, please stay well, take your vitamins, take care of yourself. That's the mom in me. Take care of yourself. Keep praying. God bless you. God love you. And I will see you soon.